Hello there, Diet Rebel Scum and Diet Rebel Scum Curious. Diet Rebel Scum being those of us who have taken the government recommended food pyramid and said, to hell with that, we're not eating that way. We don't believe in high carb, low fat. We believe in high fat, low carb. We think that's the way to go. Us, we, the great unwashed. We've turned away from the fruits and vegetables and healthy grains and healthy seed oil fats. You know, we don't believe in that stuff. We're trying a different route, and it's going pretty well. So, on my last video, after that run, on my last video, I talked about how on my at the end of my run, that was a 6. What did we do that day? I think I ended up with a total of 9 miles. Yeah, I tested while my heart was still going pretty fast. My Cardia, K-A-R-D-I-A, is the little device, the little EKG machine, detected AFib. And then right after, it didn't. You know, after I'd calmed down, I wasn't hysterical. After my heart rate came down to more and more at rest, closer, you know, somewhere around 70, 80 beats per minute. My normal resting heart rate is like 60, very high 50s, maybe low mid 60s. That's my normal resting heart rate. And I never test. I don't think I've ever tested positive AFib just at rest. I think maybe I did once, or one of the other of the 6 different arrhythmias that thing checks for, 6 or 7, whatever it is, when you do the pay subscription, which I do. But anyway, so that sparked me when I tested positive, you know, had the AFib at a higher heart rate, you know, right after my run. You know, I haven't done that repeatedly, so I don't know how consistent that is. So that prompted me to cut back on my coffee because, you know, I drink way too much coffee. It's a constant stimulant on the heart all damn day, and caffeine has a long, that depends on what you're comparing it to. It has a half-life, and it's many hours. So even when I get up the next morning and run, if I had coffee the evening before, there's still some caffeine floating around in there. And I've just decided, hey, it's time. It's time to cut back on the coffee and really kind of document it and see how it affects my running. And, you know, I've already had, and this is one of those, it's not a breakthrough run or anything, but this morning I did 4 miles with my running peeps, and I averaged 8:50 per mile. So a little bit faster than the normal slow run, and average heart rate was 140. Now I think that's actually an improvement. Now let's talk about the coffee. So yesterday I did have coffee, but not near as much as I normally do. Throughout a whole day, it would be 4, maybe 5 cups of coffee. And yesterday, I think it was probably closer to 2. One early morning, I did a French press, and that was my just ground French. I think it's a Starbucks French roast. The beans I got and ground them, and so I had that one. So it'd be equivalent to about this. So this is kind of a larger. This is probably 10 ounces, maybe 12. So that was the size of coffee, probably decently strong too. I don't err on the side of weak. That's pitiful. I err and when I make coffee, I make it on the stronger side because weak coffee is just absolutely horrendous. So I had that, and which is my norm. And then normally I would have another few, maybe another one of those in the evening, but then I would drink some at work, and you know, it just kind of trickle it in throughout the day. I didn't do that yesterday. I've been doing like these teas, you know. So some of them are caffeinated, some of them actually have the regular tea leaf in them. You know, this is a, was it Tulsi Masala Chai? Something like that. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But anyway, this actually has caffeine in it because there's real tea in it. And then I do this other one, some of these others like this Yogi Pumpkin Spice. Okay, that's caffeine free, so I think it's just, yeah, it's a herbal thing. So I just throw these in. I don't know the difference. They're both kind of holiday. The pumpkin spice I like because it's, you know, Halloween's going to be here someday soon, and it's getting into fall, so I love that. So I hate that I don't have my coffee ritual. I'm not drinking the chemical everybody's addicted to, so I feel like I'm part of the tribe, part of the coffee caffeine tribe. But now I'm almost like I'm psychologically. Okay, let's talk psychology for a second. As I was getting the teas, I was tea rather than the coffee yesterday. Whenever I would fix it, I'd get my tea bag. I'd still go down to, I'm at work. Did I say I was at work? I ran early this morning, and now I'm at work, and I got to go take a shower and go back to the gym and maybe lift weights and then take a shower. But I've got plenty of time to check in. So psychologically, I go down, and now I've still got somewhat of a ritual, but instead of like pulling the little tab on the coffee and filling my cup with coffee, I'm pulling the little tab on the hot water spout that comes out of the big machine that makes the coffee. So I still got, 90% of it's there. I'm going down there, I'm still doing my same ritual. I'm getting out of my office chair and going and getting a beverage, hot beverage. So it's like all there. It's just not coffee. And it's not bad. I actually wasn't, especially after my second time for the day. I did two, maybe three of these. But after like my third time, or like on my second or third time going down there, I actually was like, I didn't really think much about the fact that I was not getting coffee. That was not really top of my mind. I was actually looking more around, seeing, do I recognize anybody? Or I recognize a lot of people, it's coworkers, but anybody I want to say hi to while I'm down here in the cafeteria. So it's like, even in just one day, and I'm starting to lose the disappointment and feeling the disconnect. Maybe it's because I'm feeling it's like I'm getting in with a new tribe. It's kind of like I'm leaving an old tribe of a what I believe may be a not healthy habit of bad caffeine consumption, and I'm getting in with a new tribe. I'm actually working my way in with a new tribe. Those of us who are wanting better health, completely naturally. Maybe not 100% completely, because I did get a supplement yesterday. I got some, what's the mineral? Dang it, you got sodium, potassium, magnesium. Okay, so I've had magnesium citrate in bulk powder form. Well, I found out that supplement company puts a lot of magnesium oxide in with their magnesium citrate, so they can call it magnesium citrate on the label, but it's a very high percentage of magnesium oxide, which they say, whoever they is, in the hippie supplement world, magnesium oxide isn't as well absorbed as the other forms. So I did get a bottle of magnesium, one of the other chelated molecules. It's not the citrate, it's a different one. This one doesn't have quite the laxative effect that magnesium citrate. You have to be careful with magnesium citrate because it can send you to the bathroom in an emergency. So anyway, what was I? Yeah, we're trying to do this stuff naturally, and so that's another tribe, and that is more important to me than being in the old caffeine addicted tribe. It's kind of like I'm growing up. I'm maturing. I'm getting my priorities in order. Yeah, I'm just rambling now. So anyway, so back to the run. So I did cut down my caffeine quite a bit yesterday, And I ran this morning, felt fine, did a little bit faster pace than usual, nothing outrageous, you know, it wasn't like a time trial or something where I'm really, you know, gonna puke at the end. But it just pushed the pace a little bit. And my heart rate, I think, if I had been drinking caffeine all day yesterday and maybe had a cup in the evening, I think my average heart rate would have been more like 145 and up-ish, maybe 150, averaging doing that 4 miles, average 850 per mile. And to have my average be 140 even, according to the Garmin wrist detector, which is notably inaccurate, but it's all I use now. I'm not using my chest strap. That was giving me some wild numbers, so it's not tainted. So it's at least consistent. I'm not sure if it's really beat per minute accurate, but anyway, it's at least a consistent measurement from day to day. So comparing one day to the next, I think it's all right for that. But I think that's an improvement, even just one day. Now I'll be kind of excited to see if I go out for a run tomorrow morning or afternoon, whatever it is I do, and have another day, a second day of very low caffeine consumption. Which so far I had a chai latte after the run this morning. So that's going to be a few grams of carbs because they do have some simple syrup in there. I think they put some kind of syrup in there. It's decently sweet, but it's chai tea, so it's not going to be the espresso shots that I'm used to getting with a regular latte. All right. This check-in was supposed to be like 3 minutes, and I think it's probably more like 13. Now it's 12:02. All right, I'm going to cut it off now. Okay, that's it. Positive. Actually had a little positive effect, I think. Hopefully I'm not reading into it too much. Not getting my hopes up too high, but yep, working on leaving the caffeine-addicted tribe and joining the teetotalers. Yeah. All right, until next time, peeps.